Sam, appreciate you talking to us. You'll be delighted with the result. What are your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, so as I said, very, very much delighted for the boys. First half, I was very, very pleased with our performance. We certainly went from minute one, which is what we've been asking for them to do recently. I thought we played some really good stuff in possession of the football. We looked to try and expose them in the wide areas based on some of the stuff that we'd seen from their previous games, and thought with the players that we had on the pitch, if we could move the ball quickly and change the point of attack, then we would cause them problems and create 2v1s in wide areas, to then hopefully attack centrally to get our opportunities at goal. And I thought we did that very, very well in the first half.
It really was first minute, wasn't it? I mean, Nico had a chance after, about 15 seconds? He must have been thinking, here, this is going to be a lively one tonight.
Yeah, to be fair, as a group, they've been looking forward to the game. It has been the talk around the training ground and certainly in the changing rooms. It's our job to just try and say, look, it is just another game. But that's very hard when you've got near enough 2,000 people cheering them on as well, playing at Portman Road under the lights. It's a special occasion for them, and I thought they certainly rose to it and certainly showed their traits very, very well in that game. 2
goals on the night, 2 for Rio Morgan. I mean, he's been in really good goal scoring form of the whole competition, hasn't he? What did you make of his brace?
Yeah, very good. Rio's certainly been on a goal scoring run. He was challenged by another player to see if he could get up ahead of him, which he has done now. And Rio's very creative. He's a very, very creative player, but he knows 9 times out of 10 the boundaries, the principles that we want to play in, and he goes and works his little bits of skill, little bits of magic, finds himself in the right areas. He's got a hell of a shot on him. Even the one that hit the bar in the second half, he has that, and he can produce a goal out of absolutely nothing. So it's important that he's given that creativity and that licence to be able to do that.
2-0 at half time, it was quite open. The lads obviously doing a lot of running, some strong challenges as well. What was the message at the break?
It was really to try and stay on the front foot defending. We knew that would be hard because we could see that they'd put an awful lot into the first half, and we did slowly get deeper and deeper, which is something that we'll look at, is something that we'll try and improve on moving forwards as a group. But it was to stay calm, carry on doing what we were doing, keep trying to work the opportunities, relaxing in possession of the football, using the ball as early as we possibly could to make them do some running as well. And I think it probably told with both groups probably in the last 5-6 minutes. I think both groups had very much put as much effort as they possibly could do into the game.
I mean, really, like, win, lose or draw, what are nights like this like for the young lads? Not just their friends and family out there, but more than 2,500 under the Portman Road lights.
It's great. It's the FA Youth Cup is like no other competition, and it's a massive, massive part of their scholarship. For me, we need to have more opportunities to do that. These have missed out a little bit due to the COVID period. Obviously, some of them were involved with the semi-final that unfortunately obviously didn't have anybody in the stadium. We've also in the past tried to put on some stadium games at sort of 16 and get the likes of your Norwiches in and do things like that. So they've missed out in those sorts of things. So nights like tonight, being drawn at home, obviously we've had more home ties than we have away ties. So in terms of that, being comfortable in and around, coming in to the changing room, knowing what it's like, walking out onto the pitch, going through those routines has certainly helped them. And I don't think it phases an awful lot of them anymore to come in here and play at Portman Road, and I think that serves them in good stead moving forwards and hopefully progressing into 21s and hopefully first team football in the future.
And it's at home in the next round. Any early thoughts on West Ham?
I've just kind of half found out that they were winning or won. So look, West Ham a very, very good Cat 1 side. If you look at where they are in their league in Cat 1, they haven't lost a game yet so far this season. They're 12 wins, played 12, won 12. So it'll be a difficult occasion, but knowing this lot as I've known them for the last 4 years, they're capable of giving anybody a game. And they'll work their absolute socks off within the way in which we try and play to get the result. And if we can have as much support as we've had this evening from everybody, it would be great. and I think we've got as good a chance as anybody.